And we're back for another episode. In this episode I'm going to be doing the seasonal event called Heavensturn. In order to do the event, I believe it's very short, you'd come to Gridania, to the amphitheatre. So here in Old Gridania amphitheatre right here, and you talk to Damaris. So let's see what she has to say. So the quest is called A Horse for Heavensturn, or Heavensturn I should say. And it says the season of Heavensturn has come, and Damaris would tell you of a madcap visitor. Okay, and you get the Uma Kabuto, and you can see it's like a horse head. So let's accept that quest. So it says you will know more about me, Keto's amphitheatre. An adventurer with some culture, I see. This is, my dear woman, is where we celebrate the Heavensturn. Let's see. So all is change in this world, and not even the influence of the 12 remains constant. Who will wax to gain the ascendant position over the other 11? We shall learn the answer at Heavensturn. Surely a spinning hairball such as yourself understands the import of this occasion. I can see that you do. Marvellous. My heart warms towards you. Why not enter the amphitheatre, have yourself a souvenir of this Heavensturn. What is it? Oh, a helm from the Far East. They will send these curious tokens of friendship, those Easterlings. One of them is in there right now, and she cuts a figure most unusual. For the love of the 12, don't laugh, my dear woman, or if you must, do it discreetly. Okay, so you have no event, quest accepted. So now here to talk to Uma Bugyo. So let's accept the quest. So in honor and glory, we do first lay eyes upon one another. I am that which the betters and worse alike call the Uma Bugyo, come from the Far East to tend to the fire of friendship with your Eorzea. I see that your eyes wander in wonder to this artful helm. Well, and good is your panache in such matters, my lady. The self-same Kabuto you shall have. See you the lines of this Kabuto, my lady? Strange it seems to your Eorzean eyes, but no Easterner would fail recognize it as the horse, the totem of this coming turn. Proper and customary it is for us of the Far East to choose a totem before every Heavensturn. Now hear me, my lady, and hear me well. Lest wonder quickly curdle to desertion, as is wont to do with the Eorzeans. Hoof to neigh, Eorzea knows not the horse for one reason and one reason only, the horse bird. I speak of that which the slow and the quick-tongued alike call chocobo in your parlance. The lay of your lands, the cut of your climbs, the plumpness of your posture. The horse bird was admirably suited to Eorzea in every way, but was and are no more alike than a man bedded and a man wedded, as we say in the Far East. Now the scent of knowledge is on you, adventuring one, and so it needs but a mention that much has changed in Eorzea. The East would bring the horse to water if Eorzea is ready to drink, if milady takes my mixed meaning. Truly and secretly, 'twas my mission to begin the horsing of your fair lands. When the new totem proved the horse, it seemed the 12 smiled upon us, for even in Eorzea, minds arch high and wide during Heavensturn. Yet I am stymied For the laws of your wood say no horse may enter the Black Shroud. If my faithful steed is not to present his noble self, how will Eorzea know the beauty of the horse? Absurdly, you must be the answer to my prayers, else, my lady, I must return to the Far East empty-handed. No horse may enter the Black Shroud, but an adventurer may. Clear and clandestine is our way. You, my lady, must don the Kabuto and be the horse. Okay, embrace your inner horse. Okay. In humility and John Condity, do I receive your assent? Don the Kabuto then, my lady, and aid your Eureki free in Gridania, Laminza and Uldar. No mere murmury, this that you do, my lady. You must embrace the equine if the noble horse is to ever canter alongside the strange and off-putting horse bird throughout the breadth of Eorzea. Okay, so let's accept the quest. Or complete it, rather. So now there's more quests. So let's quickly try on the one we were just given. So there we go. So, wow. Now that's a weird looking helmet. So anyway, next quest, because it said we have to go to Uldar and Limsa Laminza as well. So Uma Bugyo has a quest called Thanks the Heavensturn for you. Having sent you hot-footed on a mission, the Uma Bugyo is eager to know the results. So we accept that. So yours is to advocate for the noble horse in Gridania, Limsa Laminza and Uldar. They that look to me for wrath and succor already toil on those cities free. If your efforts bear fruit, a Kabuto colours varied you shall have. Gather all three, golden, black and crimson, and present yourself before me in a manner customary for such occasions. Now, my lady, know that in the east the journey belongs to the woman, but the destination to her master. This pageant of Kabuto must follow an order proper, but the quests are yours to order as you like. We must begin with gold, for it opens the chamber of the heart where sings the canary of Covetis. Do not be baffled, my lady. We of the east make a place for our desires. Okay, so that's a very difficult read. I got through it in the end. So it says, while wearing the golden Uma Kabuto, speak with Uma Bugyo. So in order to get the golden one, we need to go to, let's quickly check again. We present to Gridania, obtain the golden and present yourself. Okay, so we have to bring back the different ones from the different cities and then present them to her. So in the meantime, let's talk now to the golden one, to the golden Uma Eureki, because maybe he will give us the golden Uma Kabuto. There we go, yep, golden Uma Kabuto, so that's where you get it from. So it says, the golden Uma Eureki seeks help sharing the joy of horses with a singularly unappreciative audience. Okay, so let's accept. So an adventurer of this unkind land who would embrace a horse and assist us. The Umber Bugyo is a lady most subtle to find such a one. How are things, you ask? Quite bad, thank you. The cold shoulders and colder cabbage soup are our rewards for tireless attempts to show the beauty of the horse to these ingrates. Are they beautiful? What a question, but no matter. I shall have to fill that gaping void in your sensibility that your begetter so unthinkingly left you with. Yes, the horse is more beautiful than your chocobos, and it falls upon you to prove that the point. Can we get this show on the road? Do you mean that you are eager to begin the mission? Very good. Don your Kabuto and take yourself to Benchbatch Meadows, where the one who serves me with the heart of a son and strength of a brother will guide you. Okay, so we need to go ahead now to Benchbatch Meadows. We can just teleport straight there, save ourselves a little bit of time. Okay, here we go. Here's the quest down here. It's called the Golden Uma Doshin. So, judging from the Kabuto, I take it you are on our side. Welcome to Benchbatch Meadows, a foolish name considering most branches are bent. But then again, I am among fools here. Yes, fools. They have eyes, but will not meet my gaze. They have ears, but will not listen to my petition. The only things they do use in a manner proper are their legs, with which they scurry away like milk-livered children. To one of their own kind, though, they must turn their gaze and unstopper their eyes. So please, good madam, strike a pose and show these galoots the beauty of the horse. I have learned that the way to an Eordian's symbol-chambered heart is through the chocobo. If you can show the horse in a light favourable to those outgrown foot fowls, then perhaps you will succeed where I have not. But for that you must sally to where the horsebirds gather and pose amongst them. Let the chocobo keeps witness the poise off, and then truth blast the amber from their eyes and the wax from their ears. Okay, so it's basically just saying go to the chocobo stables and do pose. It's a very interesting event, that's for sure. There we go. So we need to... I think we stand right here. Okay, so let's just stand right here and do a pose. There you go. So the chocobos got their attention. Right, so now let's talk to the chocobo keep. So, hey now, what are you up to? You're scaring them, is what? Knock it off. Do I think the horse a beautiful creature? Don't rightly know what you mean by that. But sure, I guess the real thing would look fair enough. A sight better than the thing on your head, that's for sure. You are going to stop horsing around now. It's Heavensturn, and look at all the ruffled feathers. You take yourself off to a tavern like a gods-fearing woman. Okay, so let's head back now to this guy. So, comely, he called the horse. Out of the mouth of foes comes the greatest compliments. Bitter has been the battle of Benchbatch Meadows, and sweeter for it the victory. Afeard, you say? What craven birds are these to quail so before the overmastering beauty of the horse? But lest I forget, the horse is merciful and generous in victory. More generous than I would be, frankly. And go and rally these shrink-crawl chocobos, and show that in beauty of mind too, the horse is superior to the bird. Okay, so we're going to head back to the same spot and do /rally. So he stands right here on this glowing spot, and then do rally. There you go. Got the attention again. So it says the chocobos respond with much excitement. Okay, so we have to again talk to the same person. So let's get this done. So, yes, adventurer, these are tears you see upon my cheek. seeing you rally those horsebirds so. What a curious land you hail from. You are more discomfited by a man's tears than a man's blood. Yet your masterful rally evokes my beloved steed with all the eloquence of the East. As unschooled as you are, you have captured the beauty of the horse. The tears you regard with unease are a testament to your empathy most equine, whatever that word means. Nothing more remains to be done in Benchmark Meadows, so overmastering has been your achievement. Take this carrot to the Golden Uma Eureki as proof of your success. May the gods speed your way to Gridania. So I'm going to head straight back to the amphitheater in Gridania, so let's quickly return. So in the game of Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn, Eorzea is not the name of the world, it's actually the name of the country. So there is a lot more of the world we have yet to see. The only thing we know about is the Igalian Empire, which is the neighbour. So it's a good excuse really for them to be able to add in vast new cultures, countries and other just cultures and peoples to the game basically later on. Which means, so when they want to add in other classes like maybe ninja or samurai like they had in Final Fantasy XI, then they will have a good excuse for it. They could just say, yeah, they've come from the Far East, which we haven't seen until now. Okay, so let's talk again to the Golden Uma. There's obviously a lot of people doing this because this quest only launched like an hour ago. So, and Happy New Year to everyone that's watching. And I hope you have had a great 2013 and will have an even better 2014. So anyway, let's read the quest. It says, would I like to hear your report? Yes, I believe we would both be served by it. Well, I say, what say the Donshin? Were you able to instruct those chili chocobo keeps in the beauty of the horse? Yes, we were. Going to give a majestic carrot. It says, this fine specimen of carrot is said to symbolize the majesty of horses. So hand it over. It says, so the Doshin's carrot, he gave you this and wept in a manner most manly. Most lacking in imagination is that one, and for him to see the evocations of which is most precious to him in life. Your inner horse, my dear adventurer, must be a steed of rare beauty. Perhaps the West is not without its own subtlety. I, the Golden Uma Eureki, thank you for your assistance. When the noble hoofbeats of the horse ring through these woods, know that you are ever remembered, and this Kabuto too shall remind you of the deed. What good is it? Your questions have grown less discomfiting as I warm towards you. What good is this Kabuto? You shall ever look upon it and remember this Heavensturn, and the inner horse of great beauty that canters through the chambers of your heart. You can do no more to persuade your strange countrymen of the beauty of the horse. May you have success as great in other lands, and may the Uma Bugyo find you not wanting. Okay, so let's complete the quest. So let's now try on the golden one and talk to the first quest giver. There you go, here's the golden one. So let's take a quick look at it. There you go, I'm wearing a golden horse on my head. Okay, next. So we're talking again to Uma Bugyo. So, I see and mark the golden Uma Kabuto. Let us agree that Gridania has been tutored in the beauty of the horse. That which is called beauty by the base and the fine alike is but a dream of a song, and through every one echoes a hoofbeat. In Eorzea now, as well as the Far East. Now comes red, for we must remember, milady, that where gold goes, blood follows. The crimson Uma Kabuto of Limsa Lominsa awaits an advocate worthy. Okay, so we have to go to Limsa Lominsa, so let's just teleport there for the sake of it. No, I'm not going to pay 430 gil to teleport. So let's take the airship, because the airship is 120 gil, not far from here. You know, if I'm ever going to save the money I need for a house, personal house later on, then I can't be wasting 430 gil just going to another major city. And that is advice I've been giving in my Let's Play series since literally the first episode. It's so important to just save money for the future. And here on Masamune, houses are impossibly expensive to the point that not a single one yet has sold, but they are getting like, you know, reduced in price quite a lot in the next coming weeks, because they have appreciated the fact that maybe the price was too high. Anyway, so now we're heading to Limsa Liminza, and just by running here, spending a minute running here, I saved myself 300 gil. And my advice always is, when it comes to seasonal events, to just do them when they're there, because they won't be there forever. And there might be a need to have these items in the future, and even for roleplay or for fun. And it would be a shame to miss out on them just because you missed the event. So, and this event is going to run until the 14th of January, so you have plenty of time to get it done. Personally, and this is just from previous MMO experience, I just prefer to get them over with as soon as possible so I don't have to think about it anymore. Okay, so where in Limsa are we heading? The lower docks, is it here? Maybe in the upper docks. Yes, in the upper docks next to the Aft Castle, so we're going to go to the Drowning Wench. Okay, here's the red Uma Yuriki. So the quest is called Heavenly Power. So it says the red Uma Yuriki has a clear present and progressive need for a horsey advocate. So let's accept. So Milady knows the role we play in this enterprise, I am hoping. Rescuers, Milady, rescuers. Fair Eorzea, fettered in feathers, shackled to shame. It is sad, no? So on horseback we are riding to the rescue. I am liking Eorzea, the sights, the food, the people, but not the horsebirds, no. Wretched, quaking things. We of the East must be saving Eorzeans from the wretched mounts. I am talking of boyish things. My lady will pardon, yes? Let us speak now of your task. The harvest, it proceeds at the Red Rooster Stead. They are needing a nice strong horse, but do they know it? No, my lady. I am thinking, perfect. What a chance to show the strength of the horse. I am having a nice cob in the stead already. You are to help him carry the harvest. Go, go. So we need to go now to the Red Rooster Stead in Lower Lenosia. So I'm just gonna run there. It's really, really quick to get there from here. You just literally walk out of this entrance and you're straight away in Lower Lenosia. And then, you know, just a quick mount ride will be there in like 2 minutes at the most. So we are going to see what new content they have going forward into the new year. I have really enjoyed all the extreme fights and I've now finished them all. I defeated Ifrit Extreme yesterday, which you can see on my channel. And they were really, really fights to do. Titan Extreme was very, very fun to learn and finally defeat. Okay, so we need to wear now the red one. So let's turn it on. Sorry, turn it on. While wearing the Kabuto. So maybe you have to wear the normal Kabuto. Yeah, okay, so you have to go back to your normal one, and then you can do the quest. So if you're still wearing the yellow one after doing the quest in Gridania, then put back the original one. So here we go, the red Uma Doshin. So, come to relieve me. Oh, thank the 12. Blasted Eureki and his ideas. He is a northeasterner, you know. They are all off their guard. I put my back out, but no matter, we're to transpose the harvest from the stead, some proof of a horse power. My back went before I actually collected the vegetables or loaded the wagon. The harvest still scattered hither and yon. Gather up the harvest and hand them to a farmer, won't you? Then you can hitch yourself to the wagon and show all that horsepower the Eureki blathers on about. Okay, so this one doesn't really believe in his own cause, but never mind. So here are all the... we have to get carrots, it seems. At least so far there isn't any sign of having to wait forever for fates or anything. Where's the last one? Ah, there it is. So now we're going to give them to the botanist. So, good gods, another one of those horse murmurs. We can't all be having fun and games during the harvest, you know. So, let's give them over. So, it says, what's this? Hold me some carrots, did you? Well, that's a useful sort of murmur now. Not like the last one. The man couldn't lift a twig. Got a strong back there, do you? Powerful sort of shoulders? A murmur could make herself even more useful and carry the giant carrot left there by the field. Okay, so let's go see this giant carrot that they're talking about. There you go, enormous carrot. Okay, so let's take it back. Hefted the giant carrot, or didn't you? So let's hand over the enormous carrot. It says, an uncommonly large carrot grown at the Red Rooster stead. Said, aho, really put your back into this one, eh, lassie? That ought to do her, at least for this harvest. Don't need you anymore. All I got to do is to hitch this wagon to a chocobo and... what? You want to pull the wagon instead? That's my kind of crazy talk. I appreciate that, but no thanks. Believe you would pull the cart, though. Horses are that strong, eh? Or at least you are. Okay. So let's now head back to the red Uma Doshin. So it says, ugh, armor lady, you're back, hmm? He said, what? Horses are that strong? Well, that's our task done, and nobody had to hitch themselves to a wagon. I call that a win. You make a fine horse, my lady, a sight better than me. Why, if I really were a horse, I'd be for the Naka now. You've more than earned this carrot. Give it to the beast from the northeast. And my message too. I am thinking the Red Rooster stud is 1. Amazing show of horsepower. Full stop and owl. Okay, so let's head back to where we came from, to the upper docks, Limbs of Laminza. So remember, just take this entrance because it's the quickest way to get here. It is really fun playing this game in 1080p resolution, because I get 60 frames a second as well, so it's just, this is basically what the PlayStation 4 version will look like come launch. I think it comes out in April. And as well, they are adding the DirectX 11 version by the time the PlayStation 4 version comes out, so these textures are only going to get sharper and more detailed. Look at the amazing night sky here. Good thing now as well, you don't have to dismount before crossing the blue line, it does it by itself. Interesting decorations here in Limsa to celebrate this event. So, a good result you are having down at the Red Rooster Stead. Tell me, my lady. So let's hand over the lusty carrot. It said, this fine specimen of carrot is said to symbolize the vigor of horses. Okay, hand over. So it says, oh, the Donshin's carrot. His back, he is throwing out. Some poultice I am sending then. The vegetables are reaching Limsa Laminsa, but do you know what else, my lady? The reputation. Horses, Laminsas are hearing horses are strong. Now you are taking this crimson Kabuto for all your pains. And the Donshin, my lady, is kind to be remembering him, but a poultice he is already getting. The rescue of Eorzea is almost done. I am thinking how pleasant it is to be having a Laminsan lamprey pie now. My lady forgives an ocean. My lady has more work to do, and only then is she visiting the Uma Bogyo in Gridania. Okay, so that we now have the crimson one to complete the quest. So now let's wear the crimson one and then head back straight to Gridania. There you go, that's the crimson one, or red. So let's return straight to Gridania and show it to the Uma Bogyo. So, and it is nice having Gridania as the home point as always, because so many of the events start here. Wow, there's a lot of people here. So it says, I see the mark, I see and mark the crimson Uma Kabuto. Let us assent that Limsa Laminsa has learnt of the power of the horse. A protocol is that a Doshin fell in the line of duty. Were it not for Milady's assistant, these Laminsans would see not the horse as a helpmeet. The pageant must end in black, betokening a darkling of the senses that the bold and the craven alike call death. My lady knows I speak of the black Uma Kabuto of Uldar. Okay, so now let's go get the black one from Uldar. So again, I'm going to quickly take the airship to get there. And I think that'll be it for the quest. And once the quest is done, I will then look at the vendor to see the other Kabutos that you can buy for the event. it's just a short run straight to the airship. So again, I'm just gonna preemptively put on the original one, because I'll probably need that for the quest. Seems like such a long time ago when I got my first airship pass. A lot has happened in the last 4 months, that's for sure. Okay. So let's quickly check where in Uldar we need to go. Okay, so we need to go to the Ruby Road Exchange. Okay, here's the Black Uma Yuriki. So it says the Black Uma Yuriki of Uldar is in need of a speedy solution to his conundrum. The quest is called Heaven Knows You're Fast. I mark you as an adventurer come to our aid, lo. I am that which the East and the West alike call the Black Uma Yuriki, though Io one knows the name by heart and the other by ear alone. To Uldar was I sent to tell the speed that is the birthright of the horse. Horse have I shouted these tales of fleetness, no pun intended, but a man's voice is poor substitute for a horse a gallop alack. A man a run, however, such makes a better substitute, but only a man's fleet of foot would do. Hard would I charge if I felt myself equal to the task, but lo, a lifetime on horseback makes a poor runner indeed. Now, an adventurer in the prime of her life may achieve the spirit, if not the substance, of the speed that, lo, sends manes flying and hearts thundering. Such and that are yours to achieve. One who whiles her life away on the benevolent shadow has placed markers along the road to the Silver Bazaar. As the winds of the east race to a storm cart, you must run horse-like in your speed from the marker to marker, and so on the Silver Bazaar, using naught but your own legs. Okay, so we need to go to the Silver Bazaar in Western Fanalan. So the quickest way, I mean the way I prefer getting there is to just use the Aethernet crystal and teleporting straight out of the gates of the Sultana, because the gates of the Sultana is right here, see gates of Sultana. And I learned that because of the how many times I had to go this way when doing the story quest. Okay, so now we're heading here. Okay, now we need to run to the second marker. Okay, I'm not actually 100% sure where I was supposed to run, but onto the third marker. So just keep running around in that circle until you have activated the quest. So it says, beg pardon, a moment of your time. Now here's a curious sight. Alas, in the most peculiar helm running this road like fire through tinder, it's upset this chocobo something fierce. Embracing the inner horse, you say? Advocating for an eastern mount? Nonsense. You see, Alas running her heart out in an outlandish helm, and you think? Why, you think there must be a good reason for Alas to mortify herself so? And you wonder just how swift this horse must be for her to go to all this trouble and nonsense? The revolution comes, a new mount to rival Chocobo, even replace them. What does it mean? Whom shall I tell? And how might I make a few gil off of this? I thank you kindly for the information, horsewoman. Spread the word of the horse's speed far and wide. We who adopt the mount early will have a greater joy of it. Okay, so now we need to go to the fourth marker. Is it cheating that I'm just using my chocobo the whole way? Okay, now to the fifth marker. And then... okay, now it says, while wearing the Kabuto, speak with the Black Umo Doshin, who is right here. So it says, you have finished your task, my lady. Well, did you run your appointed course? I have watched you from afar and near alike, and you were a charger. Who could fail to be awed by the spittle flying from beneath your Kabuto? Your boots are thundering hooves, sending your plumes of dust, your taut flanks gleaming with sweat. A worthy mount you would make, my lady. I am not only the only horse lover in the Silver Bazaar tonight, I'll wager. I saw many a pair of eyes shining in the sight of flying manes, and lips parted as though to drink in the muscular gallop. And did you yourself not feel the dim echo of the exhilaration that is the natural gift of riders and mount alike? So long have we of the East partaken of this, that we feel the need for speed. It is our custom to reward a horse with a carrot. Take this, my fleet piebald steed, and present it to the Black Uma Yuriki in Uldar. Okay, so now straight back to Uldar. I mean, we already have the unicorn mount in the game. We also have the new black unicorn mount, which I think drops from the extreme modes as a rare drop. So maybe they're just making the way for a lot more horse mounts in the game in the coming future. So there is Aldar. And for anyone who hasn't checked out the housing videos yet, in order to get to the Aldar housing area, the Goblet, the entrance is right here. So just out of the gates of the Sultana, right there. And then you can go explore the Aldar housing area for free companies. Okay, almost back to Aldar. So I'm hoping by the time the quest is finished that my return will be completely recharged. So as I was saying before, it is a good idea to just get these event quests or fates or whatever done as soon as they're available, so you don't have to worry about the deadline. And you don't want to miss out on this stuff as well. Okay, so here we are back at the Black Uma Yuriki, so let's talk to him. So it says, by the dust upon your coat and low, and the foam upon your chest, I mark the celerity of your journey hither. What have you there? So it says a sleek carrot. It said, this fine specimen of carrot is said to symbolize the swiftness of horses. Okay, hand over. So it says, a carrot, however did you rouse the Donshin to such favor, such fervor? A seeker of pleasure and a spirit most free she is. But since arriving in Eorzea, she has been as watered wine, alack. Much do we value speed in the east, for lo, life is hard and full of besiegement. We can plod in uncertain safety or gallop in certain rapture. An adventurer carries herself in much the same way. No wonder it is that you succeeded beyond my wildest hope. This is your reward, lo, a Kabuto that is a twin to mine own. Never plod, adventurer, death shall unhorse us everyone. But until then, lo, we shall canter, we shall gallop, we shall leap. The word shall spread throughout Aldar of the speed of the horse. You have hot-footed and high-tailed your way to glory and grace. Continue your work for the Uma Bugyo. I say, then return to her in Gridania. Okay, so we'll complete the quest and get the Black Uma Kabuto, which we need for the final part of the quest. So it says, while wearing the Black Uma Kabuto, speak to the Uma Bugyo. So here you go, black one. There you go. So I'm going to return now straight to Gridania. Okay, here we are back at the amphitheatre. We'll talk now to the Uma Bugyo. So it says, I see her mark the Black Kabuto. Let us accept the schooling of Aldar as a deed of speed done and dealt. The speed of the horse is a grace unmatched, and which is named Uldar, my lady, is but a milestone that grinds in the desert. Sorely in need it is of such grace. Gold, crimson, black, noted and marked, and so the pageant is complete. Let us to another matter attend. Tongues waggle and curiosity picks about the horse. Such is my lady's success. Yet others would deny their fellow Eorzeans even the mildest flirtation with the horse, my lady, and here it is we must strike. Those they call fraternal order of choco-whackers, in the harsh accents of Eorzea, are the fronds that fan the flame. In their iron grip toils the chocobos of burden here in Gridania, and no rivals will they brook. Yet do they not say in the northeast, the people are speaking, the gods are speaking? Even the chocobo whackers dare not resist a groundswell of support. My lady knows that our eastern countenance freezes the tongue and hurries the feet. Don the Uma Kabuto again, for to you falls the task. The people shall speak their minds straight to the horse's mouth. Okay? So while wearing the Uma Kabuto, the horses, speak to the horses in New Gridania. Okay? I'm going to wear the original one. So now we need to go to each of the markers, so here and in. Oh wow, we need to go to a few places. So we'll go here and then we'll teleport to the Lancers Guild and then go to New Gridania. Actually no, I'll go to New Gridania next. So it says, is that the horse Kabuto that's the talk of the town? It puts me in mind of a rare beast I saw in the hinterlands of Corfus. A unicorn they called it. I saw it just that once, but you don't forget something that beautiful. Horses are beautiful too, aren't they? What a fair sight it'd be to have them here. Okay. Okay, so we're speaking of horses, 2 people in Old Gridania and New Gridania, just to spread the word. So it says, that's a horse, right? I know all about that. It's fast, faster than anything. An adventurer from Uldar says he saw one. He just caught a quick look afar, before it disappeared. That's how fast. I want one so bad. Okay. So let's use the A for that and quickly teleport to the Lancers Guild. There we go, A for that, Lancers Guild. And here's the last one. So it says, well, I would be lying if I said your helm, Kabuto is it called? If I said your Kabuto was not without some appeal. It grows on you, especially since I hear the actual beast is a powerful creature. It needs some studying, of course, but any tactical advantage against the Guardians would be welcome indeed. Okay, so now we need to talk to the Chief Chocobo Whacker, which is, fair enough, the Chocobo stable person. So it says, oh, for the love of the 12, the entire morning spent dealing with inquiries about this horse thing. We deal in chocobos, people. And what can I help you with? Oh, you're one of those horse folk. Come to harass us in person, you brought the voice of the people? What is that, some sort of periodical? Oh, what one so bad, tactical advantage, what a fair sight. These are just personal opinions. You're not changing our minds with this dross. Eorzea has a long proud tradition of portage. We are a chocobo-based economy, you know. This new-fanged horse thing has no place here. Say no to alternative portage. If that Uma Bugyo insists on waving the horse head in our tuft, we'll bring out our the big birds. You can be sure of that. Since you helped them, you're helping us now. I've sent for the finest chocobo Corfus can breed. Bring that Abugyo to Tree Speak stables, and we'll see, and we'll put her in her place. Okay, so while wearing the Kabuto Bugyo, speak to the Uma Bugyo. Okay. Quickly head to the amphitheater. It says, my lady relayed the voice of the people to those high-necked chocobo whackers. They were subtly humbled, I assume, yet asked. And I am schooled that an answer assumed is unlike an asking answered. Irrational and partial these chocobo whackers are, and they shame even the horsebird in their witlessness. A chocobo-based economy, indeed. A long and proud tradition of non-competition is what is meant by the left and the right side of her mouth alike. Far have I come to stroke the flames of accord with Eorzea, my lady, and these chocobo whackers would see it turn to cold ash. Nay, I say. This challenge I will accept. My lady will guide me to this Tree Speak stables, and there I will face off against the keeper of horsebirds. Okay, so we need to go to Tree Speak stables, which is in North Shroud right here. So if we take the Yellow Serpent Gate, there you go, Yellow Serpent Gate, takes you straight to North Shroud. These are the big stables right here. So, in honor and glory do we first lay eyes on each other. You are that which is called the chief of chocobo whackers by Eorzeans and outlanders alike. I am Uma Bugyo. Thank you for coming, esteemed visitor from the Far East. Let's settle this thing once and for all, shall we? A truly magnificent chocobo is about to arrive in these stables. After that, we can both go home, because it will be pretty clear even to you that we've no need of horses in Eorzea. Your initial courtesy was as thin soup before a meal of bones. You speak of things becoming clear, my lady, but there is no clarity in your own mind, only folly. Thanks to this adventurer, most beautiful, fleet and powerful, Eorzea desires to know more of the horse. Is that not clear to you? Excuse me, you think a cheap stunt like that means anything? The last girl to put on a funny hat and clown about was selling lardy cakes, and people talked about that for a few days too. Funny that, a work of high art and cunning craft this is, and in the image of mine own courser fair, oh the scurly lowness, or whatever that word means, the scurry what? Nobody else yet even understands what you're saying. As for your precious horses, they're just unicorns with a big empty forehead, hornless. Said, abandon your quarrel, your tongues are sharp enough to shave an urchin. Tree Speak sends of the finest chocobo in Corfus, and I have brought it thus. Now, what ails you that you would keep me waiting? That armor is horse... no, that can't be. Excuse me, who are you? I didn't send for a horse-headed to deliver my chocobo. Well, if you cannot name me, I have no name to claim. The helm I bought off a passing adventurer. It has a certain vigour that appealed to me. Esteemed visitor from the East, I have the honour to have been born under the unicorn sigil of a proud horse. Horn or no, I know the love you bear for the mount of your homeland. The supple muscles under the silky coat, the music of the hooves, the velvet of the muzzle, and the inscrutable black sea of their eyes are the horse. But I am also a man of Corfus, where the love of chocobo runs as deep as their bloodline runs pure. Which is better, a bird or horse? I cannot say. You could not say. Exactly useless then was that soliloquy. My lord seems not to comprehend that I am now honour bound to prove the horse superior to this chit. Then your honour is forfeit, as is hers. The finest creature here is neither the horse nor the chocobo, but my trusted comrade of many adventurer Mithrie. Look at the scars upon her Kabuto, how mightily she must have toiled to become a horse, and against all odds succeed. The docility to accept well-nigh impossible commands, the physical talents to carry them out. To a warrior born such as I, there are no virtues greater in a steed. I say, be my personal steed. There will be none greater, furred or feathered. The finest carrots you will have. Your feet I will scrape, and Lord No Name, I think you made your point. You can stop now, please. I must agree with my lady here. If we agree to discuss the matter at some later and calmer time, my lord, will you refrain from further flying of fancies? Well, if you are in agreement, I see no further need for my presence here. I shall take the chocobo and return north. Mithrie, we were well met again. You will one day make your way back to our camp, I trust. We will sit by the fire and talk of glory and adventure. May the new turn be a blessed one. Okay, so now we just go speak with Uma Bugyo yet again. Just a short run back to North Shroud. So, I think now we're almost done with the quest. So, in Rue and Charing do I face you after such fit of temper. I tremble to think what reckless words may have tumbled from his mouth, and without the Asgardian Lord's interruption. Curious it is how the best of intentions curdle so quickly into an act of spite. My lady has much to teach me in the clean-breaking ways of the spinning hairball. The chief of Chocowhackers also regrets her rash words. In tranquility and amity we have determined to meet again to search for a to-be solution. The people have seen, the people have spoken, all thanks to Milady. The way is open for the horse, and someday, with the Chocobo Whacker's ascent, we shall canter into Eorzea. Much has been asked of Milady adventurer, yet more has been given by her, except this Heavensturn dish, traditional to the East as a token of our friendship and promise. May the new turn be blessed for you from the Far East, we pray. So we get this dish, the Zoni, so it gives 6% GP, 5 perception. Says a clear soup served on special occasions, its origins in the Far East. Okay, complete. And you get the achievement horsing about for finishing the seasonal event. There you go. So that's that achievement unlocked. So the last thing to do is to look at the other Kabutos that you can buy. So if you talk to this Golden Uma Shonin, then you can buy other ones. So we have a Usagi, okay, the silver, the black one, the dragon Kabuto, crimson, black dragon. Oh, I think these ones I've already got. Well, maybe not. Let's get this one and the silver, and you can buy as many of these Zonis as you like. So, oh, they're only 16 gil, I might as well. Not that I need it. I'll just have a stack and throw them in my retainer somewhere. Okay, so let's try each of these on quickly. So, let's see. So that's the normal one that you get, and then you also get, when doing the quests, you get this one, the yellow one, then the red one, black one. This is the Usagi Kabuto. Okay, then you get the another black one, and then no, sorry, that's the one I already wore. Then you got the, this one is called the silver Usagi, and then you have black Usagi. Okay, let me just return these to make some bag space. Return. We can try the other ones that I've already got in the bags. So let's try on this one now, the Dragon Kabuto. Now that's a nice one, I like that one. And that's the Golden Dragon. Wow, even better. Then we have Black Dragon. Okay. And then I think I've already tried these on already. Oh, maybe not. Crimson Dragon. Wow, look at that. And this one, Silver Snake. Yeah, I already tried that one on. So I guess my favourite one is the golden one. So a quick happy in it. Okay, So now what I'm going to do simply, I'm going to store these in my armoire because I can't afford to spend this many bag spaces on them. So we're going to quickly check in the inn room if you can store them in the armoire. Hopefully should be able to. It is a seasonal event after all. Let me just put it back on my original. Okay, let's talk now to the innkeeper. Inside the inn room. Okay, so it's a trusty old armoire. Store an item. So let's see. Main hand. Yeah, so they have updated them now that you can now store your crafting tools, the item level 50 ones in the armoire if you wish. Headpieces, okay, so let's store all of these new Kabutos. Yes, yes. Let's check any other slots, check there if there's anything. That inventory. Okay, so so for whatever reason these ones it will not let me store, which is kind of strange. So let me just try again by putting them into my armoire chest and armory chest, see if I can send them from there. Okay, store an item. Headpiece. Okay. So randomly these 5, it's not letting me store them. Actually no, there's a few of them it's not letting me store. So let's see. Okay, so for whatever reason it's not letting me store all of them, so I'm just going to throw them in my retainer. I do have one retainer now which is like only like spare equipment. Okay, so yeah, they did add this sort feature which is very nice, very useful. I can see there all this random like equipment. So anyway, that's it. That's the Heavensturn event complete. All the rewards bought. I'm going to quickly store that food as well. So hope you enjoyed it. It was an interesting story. Hopefully it does pave the way for more Eastern themed things in the future as well. So you do wonder about that, like what that means in the grand scheme of things when it comes to like future expansions and stuff. So that's it. So thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie.